The games are actually going to be $90 for a physical copy. We learned that the $90 copies, some of them are not going to be real games. You're paying $90 for an empty box with a game code in it.
The game still want another W. Didn't I tell you people already? What did you expect, man? New hardware. Did you really believe they were going to put these 50, 60, and 80 gigabyte file sizes on one cartridge? What did you people expected? So for all the people that want to get angry, this ain't no different than how it was on the Switch 1. Now it's even worse, and now you people want to complain, I'm paying $90 for a game that ain't even on my cartridge. Even Nintendo knows the future of gaming, and that's a digital-only future.
The console itself is expensive. You have to pay for the patches to upgrade it, so if you're trying to play a game like Zelda, that's better on the Switch too. But
oh, there it is. How about all the games that don't get updates and patches? Well, I guess the games are going to still look the same. I find it so funny that you guys have hated Microsoft for so long, but yet again, they have provided you guys the best value in video gaming and entertainment. You can play all that, well, not on the Switch, but all these AAA games for just $20 a month. But yet you want to sit there and say Xbox is dead. And now you guys out here capping, I'm not spending $90 to $100 on a video game. Well, you people kind of was doing it anyway, buying these $100 versions of, Grand Theft Auto Ultimate Edition, NBA 2K with the VC and the Madden Pack with the All-Star Dynasty, whatever y'all buy, whatever. This was bound to happen. Now, we know it's guaranteed that GTA 6 is most definitely going to be $100 now, man. You know, but like I said, bro, it doesn't matter what your complaints because you people going to buy these Nintendo games anyway.
It's going to probably cost you $20 to upgrade it. I want to go through all of it because I collected a bunch of different reactions of people straight up saying, I am not buying the Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, and you believe them. You believe them? You really think they ain't going to buy it? I guarantee you going to probably buy one. All this hate, rage baiting that y'all doing. I'm not buying this with you. You're going to be the first person lining up when they get them pre-orders. Just watch and wait, man. All you people want to sit there and say the games is expensive. Well, get your money up, not your funny up, you dig? This is what y'all doing. And like I said, I'm not capping or damage controlling for why Nintendo's doing it. All I'm saying that the behavior of what you guys have been doing by going out there paying $10 for these PlayStation marginal upgrades. And now look at it. Nintendo's like, oh, look at that. We can clearly rip off our audience. They love us so much that we know they're bound to do it. They're trying it. It's like they're doing the same thing that they did with the Wii U. That they did with the Wii. Like, oh, we got the Wii, you know what I'm saying? Just put a U on it. You know, these Nintendo Wii fans are more likely going to upgrade our console. And if you choose not to, they don't care because they're going to get subscription money off you playing on old gen anyway. It's all the same. It's either you're there or you don't. It is what it is, man.
And I'm sort of shocked. I got to admit, I'm actually kind of blown away because a lot of people that typically would be hesitantly optimistic seem to be downright negative.
Well, they'll be negative, and guess what? And Nintendo's pockets will be positive. Because we already know how this is going, bruh. Don't get it twisted. These people that are complaining are going to be the same people lining up for that Nintendo Switch too. Let me tell you, giving Nintendo $90 just to play Tears of Kingdom again in 4K and 60 frames per second. Don't get it twisted, my friend. They going to buy it.
Let's get into some hot takes. Hi, I'm Dreamcast Guy. We're going to be free. Specifically, the Nintendo website says that if you pay for that Nintendo Switch online service, certain games are going to have a free upgraded Switch 2 patch. But here's the thing that is pissing off a lot of the internet instantly. Game cards are just keys.
We knew this, though. It was like that on Switch 1 with a lot of the third party. Y'all really thought y'all were going to get Madden on a cartridge? It ain't even on a CD.
Proxy downloads. Now,
I'm angry.
Happens periodically with the Nintendo Switch 1, which is where when you buy it, it's not actually a cart. Now, some stuff is. Like, obviously, this is a Nintendo Switch. You pop it open, you go.
And the funny thing is, for a lot of people to get upset about it was like this from the beginning of the Switch. We knew with the way more demanding games that the Switch 2 was going to get, this was more likely going to happen. This is why gaming is pushing digital. I like how everybody's focusing on the negatives, but nobody wants to talk about the fact that you're paying $10 less, not the cap for it, but it is true, $10 less for the digital and physical version. So Nintendo did take that into account, because if you wanted to buy like a digital game, it would be the same price as the physical copy, right? In a lot of cases. So Nintendo, I guess, took that into account clearly, because there's no manufacturing going on with with the digital copy. So that does make sense. Now people want to, get mad about the price. Now people like games. So what do you think, honestly? Because, we don't really care about what they say. Yes, it's anti-consumer. I mean, if you're going to charge $90 for a version of Cyberpunk, then I would assume that you would, be more willing enough to put it on a bigger cartridge. Plain and simple, which would only make the game more expensive. We knew this with Tears of Kingdom.
Obviously, this is a Nintendo Switch. You pop it open, you get a little cart out. The game is on it. This little thing here is not...
It depends on the game, though.
Just a little cart. It's not...
No, it's most definitely a little cart. Like, I mean, you can hold it with the top of your two fingers. It's most definitely a little cart.
Token, it is the actual data, meaning that if I put this in and I'm on a plane, I have no Wi-Fi, it'll still download, it'll still play, it'll still save, it'll still do everything.
Okay.
These games aren't that. These not only require an internet connection.
We knew this, though. It's probably the same thing that's been going on with the Switch 1. Everybody knows this already, man. All this fake, fear-mongering and rage-baiting that y'all doing. Did y'all really thought you was going to get Cyberpunk on a cartridge? Did y'all really think that? Did y'all really think that you was going to get that game on a cartridge with how massive that game is, bro? Come on, man. We try to warn y'all already. It is what it is, man.
Download the game itself. The cartridge is useless without an internet connection. In fact, some people are saying this is DRM. Whatever hype I had for the system just died.
You weren't going to buy it anyway. Oh, here we go with Mustafa, bro. Come on. Ordinary gamer. Whatever hype I have for this system, I hope you don't buy it. Please make sure you hold this dude accountable if he goes out there and pick one up. I get this might not be, every release, but I hate this. Okay. So just pick up the games that don't have that problem. The end. You guys knew this was the problem ever since the beginning. Y'all didn't know? Y'all physical gaming is dying, bro. Even Nintendo knows it. If Nintendo's doing it, then you know physical media is gone, bro. So stop holding on to the concept that we own our games. You don't own anything, bro.
This might not be very close to release, or I get this might not be every release, but I hate DRM being normalized. If I'm going to buy in a digital-only future where physical releases are this gimped, I'll stick to PC and Steam Deck. Yep, this is pretty discouraging. And this is it.
Still buys it day one.
Released a box showing you, hey, these cartridges do not have data on them.
It's a license key. We understand that. This has been going on for quite some time. It is what it is. Now, if you have a problem with it, boycott it and don't buy it. The end. Why y'all complaining about something that was impacted on the Switch 1? That's the whole thing. Now, I don't mind people bringing this up to people's attention, but it's the fact that you guys are acting like this is some new news. This is not new. I already knew with the new hardware, Gamester with another W. I've called everything besides Mario Kart World because I didn't know how ambitious that game was. But besides that, everything that I told you guys was correct. Tears of Kingdom, Breath of the Wild getting remasters, all that. High price of tags with games because Nintendo's going to use that, that we won philosophy. And this is what happens. It seems like companies do better when they lose than when they win, right? So we got to stop holding the winning team accountable for what they're doing. But we already know y'all going to buy these games regardless.
They're going to sell you $90 keys. They're going to sell you an empty box with probably an instruction booklet and some cool art to put on your shelf. But it's going to cost $90. Now, some of the games that you...
For a gimped version of Cyberpunk. Like, I don't like how... I don't know why they're not saying that. You're paying $90 for a gimped version of Cyberpunk. Now, that's pretty sad, though. Considering that you can't even play the game in the best possible way. Yeah. Go ahead, Nintendo fanboy. But it's portable, though.
Been showed during the Nintendo Switch Direct, people are pissed about, which this is one of them. Welcome Tour. This is a collection of tech demos, minigames, and quizzes for the Nintendo Switch Welcome. It is a paid downloadable launch title. This is literally... This is like...
I mean, you got Nintendo... This is crazy, bro, but this is what happens when you're on the winning team. You can't say nothing about Nintendo. They're winning. They're winning the console war. They're winning the software. Well, that shows you, bro, what comes great power comes great responsibility. We can clearly see that. So it shows you that when you're the winner, you, like any company, takes advantage of their fans, bro. I'd rather have Microsoft selling 30 million Xboxes and being, pro-consumer than them selling 100 million Xboxes and being anti-consumer. Because this is anti-consumer, bro. Like, y'all really selling the Nintendo? This should have came bundled with the console, bro. Like, I don't even know how you even sell a game like this.
Astro's Playroom came free with the PlayStation 5. It's a fun little thing. It's got a platinum trophy. You run around, you test out. It basically says, hey, here's what's new and cool about your with your PS5 DualSense controller. This thing...
I'm not paying $90 for PlayStation 4 ports, bruh. Watch you got... all the Nintendo... Yeah, we got your Sony games. You're going to have Sony be like, you see what Xbox is doing? We're going to charge you $90 for what? To play Ghost of Tsushima. And you Nintendo fans are going to eat this up. This just goes to show you that it doesn't pay to be a fanboy. Because at the end of the day, if I see Sony putting Ghost of Tsushima for $90 on Switch and the game ain't on the cartridge, I'm just going to play it on PlayStation, bruh. I don't know what y'all doing, but this whole we got to play a game on our platform to feel more comfortable is stupid. Because if you're a Nintendo fan that would spend $90 on an inferior version of the game when you can pick it up for PS5 for probably $10, then you, sir, are stupid. But it's portable. Oh, here we go.
Should be bundled with it. It is.
I agree.
This is showing how greedy Nintendo is being. I'm trying not to say the word greedy because maybe they have some...
No, they most definitely greedy.
...grander plan. This should not cost a penny. This should be free. This should come pre-installed. You turn your Nintendo Switch 2 on because you just paid $450 for it minimum.
Well, but they in the winning team. They can do what they want. They like Sony.
I like the fact that he phrased like this. He is a huge advocate for physical games. He's talked about it in a lot on his YouTube channel about the fact that he likes Xbox Game Pass. He's done a lot of Xbox-focused content, but he's basically... If I can buy...
Well, think about it now. Now the Xbox is looking far more appealing. Look at that. The value, 2 Switch games. You get yourself a nice year of Game Pass Ultimate, day and date, all the great, incredible games. Because that's where gaming is going, everybody. Subscription services. And guess what? Don't get it twisted. Oh, Microsoft, you're a good company. Don't get it twisted. Microsoft loves this. Because now they're like, oh, yeah, now we can sell $90 of our game. And we're going to push it through our subscription service. And it's going to make Game Pass Ultimate look more like you're getting a good value. These companies, none of these companies have your best interest, bro. Microsoft's looking at this and say, hold on, let's make the prices of our games higher to justify why people should get Game Pass. Yeah, that's a good idea. That's what they're doing. Y'all all getting played. It wouldn't surprise me if Microsoft and Sony telling Nintendo to do that just so they can see what's going to happen here. I'm telling you, that's what they want, bruh. Microsoft, let's see if that works. Oh, it did. Okay, Gears E-Day, $90 on that. But we'll push it through Game Pass. They're all winning. Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, they laughing at you. They're laughing at all you dummies. And y'all think it's console war. They fighting, bro. They laughing at you dummies. Why do you think they coming up with these ideas in the first place? They know how to sucker money from you fans, but you guys ain't going to put your foot down. Y'all going to buy them anyway.
A game, I always do buy a game. Hell no. Not for $90, not just for code to box. That's the whole idea. The industry wants to cut out retailers and push you towards digital sales. I'm still excited for the Nintendo Switch 2, but this is a bummer because it will have a ripple effect.
Oh, it's going to pack Nintendo. They do. Like Nintendo. Bruh, this is going to do well. This is a grown man system, bruh. Listen, man, this system ain't for kids, man. That's what it is. It's catered to tailor-made for adults, you know. I mean, I'm going to be honest, though. I do get people's appeal because, like I said, the Switch, I think, was successful because kids can play it. But there's going to be a lot of empty screens on them Switches, bruh. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, but I don't think Nintendo cares. They don't care if you go play the Switch 1, and I don't think they care if you go buy the Switch 2 right away. Because honestly, I don't think Nintendo wants you to. I'm like, well, I don't understand games, so why would they want to make a hardware and not have their fans buy it? It's not that. They just would rather. It's kind of like their way of extending the longevity of their generation with the Switch 1. Because they're still making a lot of money out of that. So even if you don't buy the Switch 2, you're still paying them monthly to play Smash Bros. You're still paying them monthly to do anything. Even if you decide to play the Switch 1. In some of the games that still go there, you're still giving Nintendo your money. They don't care. They'll give you a reason to incentivize and get the Switch 2. But don't get it twisted that Nintendo's forcing you or they're trying to inherently force you to get the next system right away. No, they know that people ain't going to get them right away. They're fully aware, and the ones that will buy it will be the Nintendo enthusiasts. That's it.
I've seen a ton of people talking about this. The fact that this is going to normalize some very bad business practices.
Well, it is what it is, bro. Y'all thought it was Microsoft, and I told you that they're all doing it. Game's still with another W.
You see this in every industry. If you're trying to placate it now, I'm going to go ahead and prep it for you. If somebody starts selling $90 games and they're selling millions and millions of copies of it, if the Nintendo Switch 2 ends up being a big success, other people are going to start to sell their game for $90. Everybody's going to try and say...
Oh, yeah, just like when Sony started doing updates, for $10 upgrades on old PlayStation games, and look what Nintendo decided to do. They just said, you know what? Our fans, they love us so much, they'll buy anything. You as the gamers have done this. Don't blame Nintendo, don't blame Sony, don't blame Microsoft. You as the consumer and how you was going out there buying games is the cause of this very own thing that you're complaining about. Okay? See, that's the problem with you people. I'm not saying that it's not right, because we know this is anti-consumer, but you guys have bought into it. Where were you people when Tears of Kingdom went to $70? And I told you, you buy that, Nintendo gonna raise the prices. You buy that game. Watch, look what happened. They end up raising the prices because of your actions. Okay? It's just like when I told people, hey, man, you buy that Resident Evil on this DLC with the Resident Evil 5, man. You're kind of giving Capcom ideas to keep doing this. And look what happened. Y'all bought, it's not a big deal. It's only $5. Well, $5 leads to $10. $10 upgrades on PlayStation leads to $20 to $30 upgrades on Switch. You see how the cycle continues? This is why people tell you don't support them no matter where you go. But yet, you guys want to be fanboys. It's fine for you to support it on Sony, but not on Nintendo. It's fine to do this on Nintendo, but not on Xbox. It's the fact that you guys are hypocrites. You guys say that you don't do support something, and you go support it the same thing elsewhere, but do the same thing.
Well, maybe I can get away with it. And I think it's going to end up biting them in the ass, to be honest with you. I think a bunch of these people are going to think, oh, if Nintendo can get away with it, I can get away with it. And we're going to watch a bunch of games absolutely flop, a bunch of studios close because they think that this is a trend worth chasing. Something about Nintendo pulling the $80 trigger first rubs me the wrong way. At least with AAA games, they've ballooned so much and there's more justification there. I imagine that the rest of the industry is about to pull the trigger too. So expect PS5 games and PC games are all going to be $80 each. Okay. It feels weird that they were the first to do it. It feels wrong, honestly. It also means
they weren't. Nintendo was, bro, what are you talking about? Nintendo has been doing this since the Super Nintendo with the FX chip. What are you talking about? This is not new. They did the same thing with the N64, over $100 games. What are y'all talking about, bro? This is not the first time Nintendo did it. Where have you been? If y'all really think that this is the first time Nintendo did this, not considering what they did back in the Super Nintendo and the N64, then that just shows y'all don't know nothing about gaming history.
Switch 2 games are now officially $20 more expensive than Switch 1 games.
And who calls that, Mr. Night Sky, whatever your name is? Who calls that? Oh, ding, 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 ding. Good answer, Carl. The ones that bought Tears of Kingdom for the $10 extra. When I told y'all shouldn't, y'all was like, but my body's telling me yes, and y'all bought it.
Which is it's just such a dumb gap. I love this tweet by David Vint. This guy does like an art.
But that's funny because when I brought up the fact that budget is reflective of what a company should charge, y'all laughed at me. Even players was like, oh no, if it's a good game, it's a good game. Well, according to you, that Mario Kart looked like a good game. So who is it for you to judge if that game is not worth? Like I've said before, Nintendo is milking y'all like crazy. AA games, like one guy said one A games, and they walking out with AAA money. It is absolutely asinine, bro. Nintendo got the greatest hustle in gaming, man. They probably only put $200,000 on this man Mario's wig, and they out here robbing all you kids blind.
YouTube channel. I love his work a lot. And he said this. This is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Honestly, that game looks insanely. Okay, I'm paying $450 for this console. That's an investment. I'm saving up. I care about this. I'm excited for that midnight release. I go and pick it up. All right, now I get that exciting moment of, now I've got the box. I get to open it. I get to bust it out, hook it up. All right, that's part of the experience. That $450 price tag is the investment to now I have this big leap in tech. It's the games I love, but now even better. New controllers, new games.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're getting.
Right? But then every time I want a new game that I want to physically own, a $90 price tag. A $90 price tag per game is, to me, unforgivable.
Game Pass Ultimate ain't looking that bad after all, ain't it?
Especially because, remember when people talk about the Switch tax? Companies would take a game and port it to the Nintendo Switch and charge full price, where you get The Witcher 3, that it's $15 on...
And it runs far worse.
PlayStation 4.
They're doing it again. Except they're hustling y'all, man.
It's $60 when you buy it on the Nintendo Switch. We know for a fact they said they're bringing over things like Final Fantasy VII Remake and stuff to the Nintendo Switch too. That's cool. I'm not paying $90 for that, man. I'm the biggest Final Fantasy fanatic.
I mean, honestly, even if it's portable, like, that is crazy. Like I said, you could always wait for the prices of these games drop, but I don't know. I think physical games are going to be I think they're going to be very valuable. I don't think Nintendo's really going to print as much physical copies. And what's even crazy, y'all can't even get past with the digital because it's only for one Switch. Like I said, man, it's crazy, bruh.
Final Fantasy is my favorite thing ever. FF7 specifically is my favorite launch, but I won't jump through any hoops to do so, especially as Donkey Kong Bonanza isn't a launch title.
Yeah, but it's coming out a month right after. Like, I mean, you have Mario Kart World, and then you can play that. I mean, like I said, man, that's two bangers right off the jump. Say what you want, but that's two bangers. Those are two games that I've seen, man, and then got the new Fast RMX. I'm just saying, Nintendo really showed that they got a nice lineup. You know, maybe not better than the Dreamcast, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they showed that they got a decent library. Even if you take out all, and the rest of everything is kind of fluff, but even if you take out the fluff, Donkey Kong, the new Donkey Kong and the Mario Kart World is already good enough. You know what I mean? For the first 2 months, you're playing Mario Kart World and the new Donkey Kong? And then some? Come on, bro. You know PlayStation ain't did that because PS5 didn't even have nothing at launch, and neither did the Xbox. And this is coming from a guy that owns both of these platforms. Matter of fact, I want to also talk about, I got another PlayStation 5 for a part of the family, except he's black. So I got a white PlayStation 5, I got a slim PS5, and now I got a black one. You know, equality at its finest. You know, I got 3 PS5s. I actually got more PS5s than I have Xboxes now. But you know, guys, I'm still an Xbox fanboy.
This is the thing I keep seeing again and again and again and again and again. Is people saying, I was excited.
And what's crazy, these games are going to cost more in other countries.
I was hyped. I am the person that's been
Look at that. 2 big boy games. Look at that.
Looking at every
like I said, if I get the Switch 2, it's just for these games only.
But now it's killed my interest.
I don't think I'm going to be buying no third party for this.
They're trying to increase the physical game price to deter people from buying physical games, period.
Yeah.
When we talk about
and Microsoft's laughing, and Nintendo's probably saying, hey, Microsoft, you know, you might want to add a little bit more on that Game Pass. We got you. They buy $90 games here now. Oh, yeah, you know, we might want to raise our games to $90 to make Game Pass more appealing. They're laughing at you. I guarantee Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft all at the table drinking coffee. Yeah, that's a good one, Phil, you know. No, you know, this is what they doing. I'm going to tell you, and then we're going to end the video. They're like, Sony, you got them with the $10 upgrade. We didn't know fans was that stupid. I know, Nintendo. What y'all going to do with the Switch 2? We're going to charge $20 this time. Oh, Xbox. Oh, that's good. That's good, because that's only going to make Game Pass look more appealing. Oh, Phil Spencer, you're a funny one. Oh, they laughing at you, dummies. I hate to say it, they laughing at you. The gaming industry ain't nothing but a joke. But hey, what am I to say, right? But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. We know there's a lot of wrong with these consoles, but hey, y'all gonna support it anyway.